Hello everyone, it's video blog time. Today's video blog is titled Improving the Reach of Simple DIY Music. Now it's late and I have a little bit of a cough from sinus congestion, so forgive me. And yeah, my voice sounds a little tired because it's quite late, but I want to try to do a video blog. Anyway, so I'll get to the subject right now. But first, I just want to mention that there's a new black and white video version of the Beauty Lotto Stud and Diamond version. You know, the original version is full color. I released it back in May and or late April, and the new version is black and white. So check it out. Both versions are available. I like both, but I kind of feel like the black and white kind of improves the look. Like it makes it look just a little bit more high budget than it was. So anyways, I like both versions and they're both available. So check them out. Tell me which one you like more. That is the Beauty Lotto Stud and Diamond version. Check out both versions if you want. Anyways, so improving the reach of simple DIY music. Now I'll introduce this topic with an example. So you're scrolling through your Facebook, right? And pretty much just one viral video after the next that your friends are sharing, that you're sharing, and you know how it is. Current events, politics, different topics. Some are from famous Facebook personalities, and you now know. Some of them are classics that you'll see coming back and forth, and then every now and then you'll see a music viral video. But usually, these viral videos that go big on Facebook are like combinations of different things, like, I don't know, someone shredding on the violin while blindfolded and playing a cover of something that has nothing to do with the violin normally. You get what I'm saying? Like, these weird combinations of things that creative people do, and voila, a viral video. It's not easy, but it can happen with a couple different good ideas. Now, that's great, and it really is, because I think the virtuoso musician has really benefited from this, which is cool. I think it's well-deserved, because for a long time, the music industry, the one we all know, has kept these sort of virtuoso musicians kind of in the back, studio musicians that play simple music, yet are able to play this crazy, intricate style of play, yet they record the songs that for studios and labels, and they're very simple. You never see their faces. You don't know what they look like. Yet they're phenomenal musicians. Now, these great musicians can make videos on YouTube, Facebook, and they can be discovered that way, and have a career just by maybe giving lessons, how-tos, all sorts of things, or covers. But there's opportunity for these people, and that shouldn't change. I think it should be like that from here on out. They should have opportunity. Okay, but it's kind of turned on its head, because now in this do-it-yourself world that's blossoming and evolving, that I'm a part of, and I absolutely love that we have these opportunities now, just, while we are managing our own careers, because that's the beauty of do-it-yourself entertainment. We manage our careers. We do what we want to do. The problem is it's not 100% worked out yet, even though it's better than ever. So one of the things that hasn't worked itself out is how you get simple music to be seen. Well, working hard obviously is one way, but well, what do? You can say you want to work hard, but what does that mean? Well, there really isn't any sort of paved way of doing things in do-it-yourself music. And that's good on one hand, because I think the one thing we don't want is for there to actually be like a business to the do-it-yourself world. The business should be our choice, whether we want to make it a business or not. We don't have to, but that's the beauty of it, So the last thing we want is to make it, something it's not, because that's what got us to this place in the first place. I mean, that's what got us to where we're at now. The fact that the music industry has become so massive, and so, there's just, it is what it is. It's releasing what it releases, and people are frustrated, and they want more choice. Well, the choice is do-it-yourself music. But how do you get simple music out there, you know? Because on the platforms of Facebook, I don't want to say shock value because not everything is shocking, but things that capture your mind instantly, you know, like the music examples I gave. You'll see that across the board in different kinds of viral videos. But in music, what happens is that bands start doing sponsored content. Now, sponsored content is like, you know, ads. You pay for it, and you can say who you want to reach, keywords, you know, where you want this ad to be placed, what kind of people you want it to go to, you know. Now, it does work. You can get fans this way. It's proven to work somewhat. The problem is there's just a certain like mindset people have towards seeing the word sponsored content. It's not that positive. The first thing you do is like, and you roll right past it, and the people that see it, some people don't like it, and they'll, you know, bad comments, you know, negative feedback. And then between all that, you'll have maybe one good comment and then two good. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest, the sponsored content on Facebook. But the reason I mention it is because it is one way for simple songs to get seen. And in fact, some of the most normal content I see are the sponsored ones. It'll be music videos and, you know, but just normal music videos from artists that are trying to get their music out. Now you could say, Chris, well, just do that. But I feel like there's got to be a better way. There just has to be a better way. So that begs the question, what's simple? Well, if you look at the music industry, the one that I'm not a part of, that people are frustrated with, one of the things you'll notice is, like, they make simple music. Regardless of what genre it's, you know, dressed in, they make simple music. From rap to hip-hop to country music to pop to rock to different forms of each one of those. The music industry signs artists that write songs or that, you know, sing other people's songs, but they're simple songs. They're sung for the most part, or rapped, but there's a recipe to a hit song, to a great song, to the artists that are signed to all these record labels. We've all come to love so many songs that are classic, that live in our hearts and minds across the world. These are all relatively simple songs. I'm not saying it's easy to write a simple song. That is an art in itself, an art that I've tried to be good at for many, many years. This whole Chris Sky project is based off of simple songs. So how do you get that out there? Because that's not shocking in any way. That's not attention grabbing in any way, like a funny comedic speech is that you would see viral on YouTube. Not that it's easy to do that, but those are the kind of things that catch your attention on Facebook. How does the do-it-yourself community of artists that write simple songs capture your attention? More and more social networks are being, you know, manned in a way that you don't see certain tweets, or you don't see certain posts, you don't see certain YouTube content. So you have to fight these battles while also fighting the battle of the fact that simple music is just that, simple music. It's not meant to be viral, really. Now, I want to give an example on simple music like this. Think of your favorite album. I mean, your favorite albums, you know, the kind you take to a desert island, you know, and think, did I like every single song the first time I heard this album or these albums? Probably not. Probably some songs went over your head, and some songs, you know, did instantly hit you. Well, go months down the road. Your favorite songs on those records, did they stay your favorite songs on those records? Chances are, the songs that caught you in the first place to hear these records are the ones that maybe after a while you didn't hear so much, but the ones that went over your head ended up becoming your favorite songs. That's very common. That has to do with The fact that sometimes music is written in a way that you just don't get it right away. But when you give it a chance, sometimes these songs can blossom and be your favorite songs. It's just how it is. We can all relate to that. Well, it's like that. How are do-it-yourself artists gonna get the music out there if the music they write is just simple, but it takes more than one listen to sometimes get these songs? That's where you can see where the industry has it so much better, because they can pay money, and they can pay not just pay money, but have no spared expense on music videos, recordings, and you get the best of all these things rolled up into one artist. And you may not like it the first time, but guess what? It's going to be shoved in your face a second time. Maybe the third time you'll give it a chance, and the fourth time maybe you'll kind of like it. Sixth, by the time you're on your seventh, eighth time listening to it or watching it, you love it. So a do-it-yourself artist doesn't get that many chances. You can sponsor content, this stuff, but once again, it's just so negative to people. And yeah, you see some labels actually use the sponsored content, usually smaller bands, smaller artists. But the big ones, you don't see sponsored content for the most part. It's just they're big already, so if you follow them or if your friends do, you're going to see it shared. You're going to see these people so much more. That's why they're celebrities and famous. That's the benefit. The detracting things about being signed like that is that you're not always doing what you want to do, and the art gets muddied up, and then all of a sudden we are where we are now, and people become frustrated. Okay, so I'm kind of going in a circle here, but so how do we deal with this situation with artists? I think it's an individual basis, almost kind of a word of mouth sort of thing. We just have to all know that we all love simple music, and if we're frustrated with the labels, well, then we need to know that we need to go to Bandcamp, go to YouTube, go to SoundCloud, Reverb Nation. These are all places where bands and artists are countless amounts of artists on these pages, in whatever genre you can think of. So go there occasionally. Here's a challenge: when you get in the car and you're going to go to the gas station, hear a band you've never heard of from Bandcamp. Look up your favorite genre, pick the fourth or fifth band you see or artist you see at the top. And I guarantee you, it's probably gonna be pretty good because it's already been tried and tested. That's why it's at the top at Bandcamp, or whatever site. Check it out. Maybe you won't like it, but if you don't, skip on to the next band, the one it suggests after that band. Keywords, stuff like that. And I guarantee you're gonna find a band or an artist you're gonna like very quick, And it's so cool. Like, it's the opposite of the industry. It's a lot smaller, and these bands benefit from your time of day a lot more than the ones that have countless amount of fans. So start that way. Start small. And when I say that we need to do this, I mean myself as well. Not just as a musician, but as a fan, because I'm a fan of music too. I need to give chances to artists that aren't signed to record labels, because that's what I want to happen to me as well, and I won't lie. That's why I'm doing these video blogs. That's why I'm doing everything. The last thing I want to do is give false energy. What I want is to, for people to discover my music. And if these video blogs help, give information out to help the situation of music in the United States or across the world, that's what I want. That's what I hope these video blogs will do. Let people discover the music and maybe learn something here and there, and share it as well. You make video blogs about this. You could probably make them better than I can. But I just want to give what I feel, and what I feel is that simple songs need a chance. Not just mine. Do-it-yourself artists across the world that are trying to get out there. You hit a wall because it's just not. It's an old thought. Writing a song, making a music video, like the kind of videos that I make, simple, low budget, but I try to be creative. It's what the industry doesn't always have. They have a lot of money. They do these bombastic videos. They're not always creative, but they're done amazing and they're beautiful. Some are though, so I'm not speaking for all of them. Some of those videos are creative too. But anyways, it's just like saying the fact that not everything is the top 40 and top 100. There's some creative, great bands signed to record labels, like I've said before. But people are frustrated and they want to know where to go. Bandcamp, Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, YouTube. look up your favorite genres, you'll find bands and artists, I promise. And that's the way we're going to hear simple songs from artists you've never heard of. And once you've heard of them, then you've heard of them. And I think a really cool challenge, and is what I'll end this video off with, is once you discover these new bands, challenge yourself to say you like this certain band or artist along with the famous ones from the industry. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times what I see is, oh, these are my favorite 5 bands. Oh, and these are my favorite local bands. And these are my favorite, you know, like people don't, there's this thing about not wanting to like combine the 2 different kinds of bands or artists, you know. Don't do that. Oh, I mean, you know, you can do whatever you want. But my challenge here is to try to not separate them. If your favorite artist is Rihanna, and then you also like a local band, you know, as well from your area. Say I like Rihanna, I like the Beatles, you know, if you like the Beatles, and I also like this, you know, local band, but don't say they're local. Say I like Rihanna, I like the Beatles, and I like so and so. Boom. It's a good practice because it's starting to train the mind that there is no difference from artists that are signed to record labels and artists that are not at all. The only difference is the circumstance, you know, and to each their own in that sort of thing. If you're signed and you're happy, then to each their own, you know, more power to you. But we need to coexist in a way because there's so many artists that are not giving up, including myself, and we need to be able to figure out how to do this. The do-it-yourself art world is booming in all different, you know, entertainment, from comedy to music to, and we need to figure out how to evolve it and keep on improving it. So simple songs need a place because right now in do-it-yourself world, virtuosos, cool creative videos are finding their place, but not so much for like just simple kinds of music, from punk to pop to rock, but just your simple kind of song that the industry does. So hopefully this video will get that idea out there. That's what it is. It's more of just an idea that this needs to be, you know, thought about here and there. And I know there's more important things than this, but you know, if you see this video, maybe it'll just, you know, you'll think about it. Go to SoundCloud or Bandcamp, Reverb Nation, or YouTube and check it out. All my songs live here on my YouTube channel. All of them, from my newest song, my oldest song. It's all on the playlist, Chris Sky Music, and I love that. You know what I mean? Like as an artist, I can just grow and keep that playlist growing, keep my music video playlist growing, and on all these playlists, my video blog, keep it growing because that helps my entire project. You know. So, anyways, that's it. That's it for today. Just simple songs. They're not going to go viral anytime soon. You know, I'm not saying that none of them do, because every now and then, sometimes you'll see a simple little video that just happens to go viral. You know, maybe with the help of video ads and stuff like that. But it does happen, but it's very rare, and it is a problem because it's not like a viral thing. Like it takes, you know, time to listen. You know, when you're scrolling through those videos, you're not taking the time to like listen to a song. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different, and they both have their place in this world. So I'm just trying to find a place for the simple song, for the artists that do that, to figure out what, you know, a way to get the music out there that's not just video ads and, you know, playing shows across America, which is, you know, up to you. You can do that as well. That's something that, you know, that lives inside artists to play live, of course, to play live. But yeah, anyways, so hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, rock on.